Hi YouTube family, I'm back with another video and today we are talking about hair plateaus. So what is a hair plateau? A hair plateau is when you are stuck at a certain length. You find that your hair is not growing past shoulder length, it's not growing past armpit length, it's not growing past whatever length you're at. You find yourself at a certain length for an extended period of time, okay? Now, a lot of people, they experience a plateau and they say, okay, well, this is my terminal length. You know, my hair isn't gonna grow past this point, this is it. But in reality, in like 90, I'm gonna say in all of the cases, in all of the cases, that's not true, in my opinion, which I feel pretty strongly about. So why do I say that's not true? Because to me, terminal length doesn't exist. Logically, it cannot exist. There's no such thing as a terminal length, okay? Because your hair is going to continue growing, right? It's going to continue growing. Like if you dye it, you're going to see it's going to continue growing. What people are calling terminal length is just, it's basically just the length that your hair will get to based on the routine that you have now. Because you're going to experience a certain amount of breakage. That's going to happen naturally with, you know, just life, right? So it's not that your hair has stopped growing. It's never going to stop growing. Your hair isn't going to reach a point and say, okay, this is it. That's just not how it works. It's going to continue growing. And, you know, based on whatever your routine is, you're going to naturally see a certain amount of breakage at a certain point and your hair will stay there. But it's not that your hair stops growing. So based on that, terminal length doesn't exist. It can't exist. It's not possible, you know, but obviously, like there's a certain amount of breakage that happens with your life and your routine. So how do we get past a plateau? So the answer is already in everything that I already said. So basically the plateau is just saying, based on your routine, this is where your hair is naturally going to have a certain amount of breakage and seem to stay at the same length. So if you want to get past a plateau, you need to make a change in your routine. Like a plateau is just telling you, this is as far as your routine is going to take you. If you want to go further, you have to change something in your routine. And some people say, well, oh, if it's not broken, don't fix it. This got me to this length. That's true, but just like with weight loss or any kind of training, you know, a certain amount of work is going to get you to this level, but to get to the next level, you might have to do more. You're going to have to do more, you know? So if you're at a plateau, that's just a sign for you to evaluate your routine and see what you can do differently. So it could be as simple as just switching your products, maybe using more natural products that are higher end, higher quality. It could be, you know, changing your deep conditioning routine. Maybe you need to deep condition more often, you know, if you're not protective styling. So I don't believe that protective styling is 100% necessary, but if you're not protective styling, maybe adding that into your routine in a careful way. And when I say protective styling, I'm like, people automatically think, you know, hiding your hair with wigs, weaves, braids, etc. It doesn't have to be that. It's really about ensuring that your ends are taken care of and they're put away, you know, and preferably in a way that's not going to cause you a ton of breakage. So a lot of people will call like maybe box braids with added hair a protective style. But especially if you're getting it done professionally, like how much breakage are you going to experience just to put that style in? You know what I'm saying? So like, is it protective? Not really, because you might see like new growth, your hair's growing down, but like when you finally take it down, you might have so much breakage at your ends that you've even lost length. And that's happened to me a few times. That's why I don't box braid my hair anymore, because I know for me and my fine hair, it causes more breakage than anything else. But you know, I would call this a protective style because my hair is put away. I don't have to style it every day. I'm going to wear this for a week, only because, I mean, it's going to start to look a little extra rusty after a week. But I do have an event this weekend, so I'm going to, you know, do something with my hair. I'm going to wear it for a week. I'm not going to do anything else. You know, my ends are tucked away. They're hidden. You know, they are oiled and they're going to be put away for a certain amount of time, you know, and then I'm going to do something for that event. And then I'll probably go back to this because this works for me right now, you know. It might be adding a protective style to your routine, okay? It might be, decreasing the amount of manipulation that you have in your routine, okay? This is a super, super important tip, okay? So decreasing the amount of manipulation, no matter where you are, you can always find ways to decrease the amount of manipulation in your routine. And that's huge for breaking any plateau that you might be experiencing, okay? If you watch my channel, you know that I'm very big on washing your hair less often. And the main thing with that is you're going to decrease the manipulation. Your hair, especially like fine, 4C hair, it does not want all that manipulation of, an intense wash day routine every week or more than, there were points in my journey where I was doing it more than once a week. That's too much manipulation. That's a ton of stress on your hair. So it could be washing it less often. If you're using a lot of like detangling brushes, Denman brush, Felicia Leatherwood, or whatever the name. If you're using those brushes, maybe reducing that, going to finger detangling, like finger styling, you know what I mean? You can always reduce the amount of manipulation, like stretching out your hairstyles, putting it in styles that are gonna last you for at least a few weeks at a time. You can always decrease the amount of manipulation in your routine. And that really, to me, is key to getting to those longer lengths, breaking past shoulder length, past armpit, past bra strap, past waist, tailbone, and beyond, reducing the amount of manipulation in your routine. So I say all this to say, a plateau is just telling you that, this is where your hair can get to with the routine that you have now. And if you're experiencing a plateau, it means that you have to change something in your routines to get to the next level. So I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.